anything you want, anything you need. Your mind's got the key ingredient, it's belief. They'll deceive with the negativity, but I just slide right by that energy. Even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go. Go, 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 go.
Hey guys, welcome back to another video. This is race number 2 of the Chicken House in South Carolina, and not off to the best start. As you can see, this is the first time I have ever tried to do a hair scramble start on the 125, which was kind of stupid because I should have tried to do that before the race started. But it's fine. We get off finally after a lot of pushing.
And hold on a second. Hey guys, listen to this scream now.
Yeah, people say I talk a lot when I ride. I don't believe them. I definitely believe them. But I'm also here with my dad, Mike Sigety. I forgot to mention that. Dad, say hello.
You're not the boss of me.
That's my dad. And we're already kind of back up to the pack. Right now we're racing B200. I haven't raced B200 in a while. I've been racing Schoolboy in the C race, so this was fun for me. And this is 30-minute race format, so I only have 30 minutes to pass that whole row of 15, maybe more people. And right now, I'm feeling like I'm not going to be able to do it because I'm making minimal passes. There's one.
What are you talking about, dude? You do not race in the C race. You've been racing the B race, and you've been doing it on a 105. So now you're doing it for the first time ever on a Yamaha 125.
No, you put me in Schoolboy every time.
What race did you race at Tour, which was your last race?
I've never done a race on my 125 on a V class, just like I said.
All right, let's get back to racing and a little less out. So yeah, that start really bad. Matter of fact, if you looked at the back camera, you could see that I folded your fender in half with the help of Kane Wentz, pushing you the entire length of the start and partially around the turn. That was pretty lame.
We actually don't have the back camera for this moto though, because prior to this moto, I had a different race. I had a race on a 105, and if you guys haven't checked out that video, you should. But I raced on the 105, and I
Hold on, time out. We're gonna pass one of our good friends and a really good person here. You'll see off to the right is Ashley Brewer, the owner of Battery Park, and here he is, right here in the KTM shirt. If you haven't been to Battery Park yet, you got to check it out. It's a cool off-road ORV park where they do rentals, and they also have moto tracks, GP tracks, supercross tracks, and probably the only ORV park I've ever been to that actually has a real single track. All right, keep going.
I forget what I was talking about, but right now I'm making my way through the pack. I think I make a pretty cool, I thought it was at least pretty cool pass here. Yeah, I come into this turn, and I'm trying to get in a different line than the guy in front of me is. And look, I managed to do it. He made a little mistake, which kind of helped. But I'm feeling good right now, and I have no expectations for this next moto, because I've never raced the 125 before. So I'm just gonna do as good as I can. Right here, the rider in front of me hits a tree, and I accidentally hit him and kind of knock him off the bike on accident. But he was all right. It looks like he was fine. It's just annoying when you get your fender and your wheel stuck in a tree like that. It's always a problem.
Yeah, so to be completely clear, this is your first race ever on a full-size bike. You've never raced a full-size bike before, so it was exciting. So even though that last start was really bad, wait till you see the next start, probably the most exciting part of the video, and nothing that Ryder does, but we're going to get to that in a little bit. We'll just finish this race.
Right in front of me is one of my good friends, Deanie, Landon Wentz. A couple weeks ago, we did a race at his house, the tour race, and he's just a really nice kid, and I wanted to give him a shout out. But right here is the Instagram video, and I'm gonna start putting these in the YouTube video. But if you want to see them sooner, they're gonna come out first on my Instagram channel. So make sure you guys check them out, because we'll have these videos plus many more just from riding days. So make sure you guys go check it out at Ryder Sigety.
So one of the problems with that's a cool Hammer Nutrition box there, by the way. One of the problems with getting a poor start in a GP race is it's only a 30-minute race. So you guys are tight here. Only a 30-minute race. So a bad start on a course that's tight is like almost doomed for you. So there was a lot of passing lines here, I will say that, but it seemed like if you were racing somebody close speed to you, there was really just one good line. And that's the way most races are. We're just a little spoiled because we get to race GNCC and the Tour Series, and those are like really big series, and they have like a lot of workers to make lots of passing lines and stuff like that. But overall, I'd say this was a great day. Definitely worth the trip from North Jersey.
So in about 15 seconds, you're gonna see I was kind of merging with another line of the course, and a rider hits me behind, and I lose control of the bike, and I hit him. Like, we collide, he hits me and goes into a tree, and then I hit him. So I don't know, it's just like a weird circumstance. Here you see there's somebody down, so I try to take a line to the right. We get going again, I get hit, and then I accidentally hit him. So I guess it's a fair trade.
What a way to start off your first race on a big bike. That's crazy.
Yeah, bad start, running into people left and right. It's an interesting race so far, but I'm having fun. I take this whack line between the woods, and it did not work. It did not work at all. But you'll see in a couple minutes I take a good one that works pretty well.
Yeah, it looks like you had a lot of collisions with people on this course, or in this race, I should say.
Yeah, definitely. Not by purpose though, but now that I'm looking back in the video, I definitely hit a lot of people.
So what do you think of racing a full-size bike? Actually, wait a minute. Before you even answer that, watch this line right here.
Oh yeah, I cut through the woods, and this is the line I was telling you guys about that worked really well.
So what do you think of racing a full-size bike compared to a mini bike?
I definitely like the full-size bike a lot better. I feel like I don't know, it's just everything's so much less energy. Like, all the bumps and stuff, I just float over with the big tires and the big suspension, the big wheels, I guess. There's definitely gonna be races, unlike this one, that I'm not gonna like having a big bike, I guess, like a muddy race. Also, that was me and my friend Deanie, a little bit of a collision there. I don't know if you guys could tell, but not by either fault of us. It just seems like every time I race him, I always hit him, every single time. We have another race where we hit each other like 3 times in the same race.
All right. You can put this in the comments here. What is this kid doing with his fender here? He's like hugging his fender like he lost his teddy bear or something, and I'm like, it's broken.
On the right.
Oh yeah, he's coming up on the right. You'll see it in a moment. I'm like, is he walking around with a broken fender in his hand here? There he goes. So
yeah, I think that was my friend Dio, but I couldn't really tell from the picture.
Oh, so back to what you thought of racing a big bike. Were you done?
No, I mean, I guess I was done. I just wanted to say that I really liked it for this race, but there's going to be some muddy races that I know I might have a problem with at it. So, as of now, I really liked it.
And honestly, that's the first time I really got that much of a description. I mean, sometimes when I ask Ryder how was the race, he'll say, oh, he's trying to wave you on.
Yeah, that was my friend Meatball. I just wanted to say thank you. He did, I don't think he rode as good as he could have in the first moto here, but in the second moto, he really cooked. He got first for the whole class, which was cool. And then we're right behind now, I forget his name. I actually forget.
Ethan Harwell?
Yeah, we're right behind Ethan. We're behind Ethan Harwell, and we're just trying to make a pass in the last 2 laps we have here.
That's pretty good that you caught up to him after that start.
Yeah, I felt like at this point in the race, I felt like I was going a good pace, and I don't know how far everyone was ahead of me, but I felt like I could have gone pretty good here. So, Dad, I'm gonna ask you a question. Do you
No.
want to explain what the Open B class is?
Yeah, so Carolina XC, again, it's a bit of a smaller series. They just have an Open B class where you can be on any bike. So, like Ethan here, he's on a 250F. There could be 450s. It's basically anyone in the B class. And there was maybe 18, 19 people in the race. And, you know, obviously a smaller turnout is going to be easier competition, but it's not necessarily how many people show up with the competition, like how many fast people show up. So a lot of people have come out for a winter series, are serious racers looking to stay sharp. And we saw tons of people here from GNCC series, even people from the Northeast, New Jersey, New York, Pennsylvania area came down here to race. Hey, here's you guys in the scoring chute.
Yep.
All right, so we're getting to start the next race. Hold on. So hold on here. Get your fingers on the pause button. If you're on your phone, take your fingers out of your nose. Get ready to rewind this from the other point of view. Because this kid TJ, who I've heard wonderful things about, watch him bulldog his way through the start. It is amazing. He just holds it wide open and just cuts his way right. I mean, nothing dangerous, nothing wrong. He's just on it. Okay, I thought it was like right around here. Do we go back to?
Yeah, we go back in
Okay.
a second when the GoPro falls off. Right here,
Oh yeah.
the back GoPro falls off. I don't know what happened there because it wasn't broken.
Wait, hold on.
Sorry guys, I wasn't allowed to talk. But I don't really know what happened because the back camera wasn't broken, it just fell off. But you guys saw TJ just go straight through everybody there, wide open. It was not gonna lie, it was intimidating. Like going into the start and I heard that wide open bike, I think everyone just made room for him.
Yeah, that was crazy. So in the race that I did previous to this, I was on the 55 plus line, and I haven't been on the 55 plus line ever. I'm like, oh, I wonder how this is gonna be. And I don't know, maybe because I was the young man in the group, if that's possible. It was actually pretty easy. I'm like, wow, like I didn't get a great start, and I felt like, man, as soon as there's an opportunity, I'm gone. And I was like, all right, great, I'm gonna win this race. And then somebody comes up behind me, rev bombing, leaning the bike way over in the turns. I let him go. He's rev bombing and screaming the bike. I'm like, oh my God, I don't have a chance with this guy. And I just thought he was in my class. Well, it turns out it was that guy, TJ, running the, sportsman class from the line behind me. And man, when he catches somebody, that bike is just like wide. And I don't care who you are, you want to move when you hear that. And that's like kind of how he went through the start. Not saying he did anything wrong, as a matter of fact. I've heard nothing but great things about this kid, and he's on it. So he's running your class, but he's actually leading the whole series. And I know he won this race, and he won the overall, rather. I don't know if it was this race, but overall for the day. And he's leading the series, and kudos to him. So if we cross the road here, I remember, like, this bike that you're riding is very, very stock. I mean, especially for us, because I modify everything. And we still have the stock tires, stock tubes, like the lightweight motocross tubes.
There you go.
And a little later in the video, you'll see there's a road crossing. And when it came off the sand field and hit the road crossing and went to another field on the other side, there was like a really sharp edge on the concrete. And I'm like, man, someone's going to get a flat there. You probably will. And I said, you just got to go to the sides of the trench that people were making. But by the time the second race came around, it was all trench. But he didn't get a flat, so that was good.
So another thing I wanted to talk about is like not how much of an advantage it is, but it's a little bit of a disadvantage starting on the third row, I think it was. Which row was it on? The third, the fourth?
I think it was the fifth.
The fifth row, because although I'm not passing everyone, there's gonna be people that are going pretty fast that I have to catch up to, and then I have to pass them. And everyone's racing. I mean, I kind of understand it if people aren't gonna let you go. They might not even know if you're in their class. But before I keep talking about this, the guy in front of me is about to hit his head on a tree, and it looks funny. It looks like he's licking a maple off of a tree. You see him? I don't know. It's funny. But what I was saying earlier is, like, especially, well, I guess it really doesn't matter because I got such a bad start in the first race that I had to pass people anyway, no matter what row I was on. But normally, if you get a good start, it's gonna be a lot easier if you're on that front row and you don't have to make all the passes that you'd have to make in the row. In fact, if you start in front of people, I think it might be good if you have faster riders behind you because they'll pass you and they'll kind of pull you with them. But maybe that's just me. Some people might not like that too.
So there's our friend Davis. He's a great kid, and his family's probably the nicest family you'll ever meet at the races. And you've ridden with him before, but this is your first time riding with him on the 125. And you guys here are battling from here, basically almost to the end of the video, which is a pretty good battle. Also, if you could please
right here, Davis makes a great pass around both these lappers. He goes around the outside, and he passes two 250s on the outside line on a single track trail. It is crazy. And then you see he's already kind of taken off, and I have to figure out a way to pass these lappers. but I do end up catching back up to him, which is good.
Yeah, that was a really good pass by him. So we do ask this every video. If you could please like, subscribe, and comment, that would help us out a lot. I don't know if you know this, but Ryder, how much would you say you make on each video? No, forget about how much you make. How much does YouTube pay you to make a video about?
I don't disclose how much I make, but I'm not going to tell you it's over $8 because it's not.
It's not even close to that. It's like $3. It's like really pathetic.
That's why I told you it's not over $8.
Yeah, and how much does it cost to buy a good picture from a photographer to use for your thumbnail?
I don't know. I don't pay for them. You pay for them.
Yeah, it's like $5 to $6 for the picture. So this is Dirt Bike Mathematics 101. A guy goes to a dirt bike race and he makes $50 or $100 because he does well in the A class, and he says, look, I made $50 or $100. No, nobody's making any money at this. We're all spending money. But it still would help us a lot if you could please like, subscribe, and comment. And we just picked up a new sponsor, Guts Racing. They make awesome seat covers, and we're going to put a discount code in the description here at the lower end of the video, and all riders' Instagram and my Facebook. It's Sigety20 to get 20% off your Guts Racing seat covers and seat foams, and they really are very good. So check them out.
So, one of the reasons, or really the reason that you haven't seen me racing the 125 yet is because we just started riding it. This is only my second week on the bike. At this time, I probably have 7 hours on the bike, maybe a little less. And I'm getting used to it quickly, but right when I got on the bike, it was horrendous. It was tragic. Like, I was not riding good at all. But I feel like every hour I put into it, I get a lot faster. So I just can't wait to keep riding it more, and I'll get used to it. A big thing is going to be the height on the bike, which, I mean, I'll get used to it. But like my dad said, I think, we rode at Battery Park, the ORV park, the week prior to this event. And every single time I fell pretty much was because I couldn't touch the ground. And I broke my number plate because I went to stop and I couldn't reach the ground. But here we eventually did catch back up to Davis, and right now we're behind him. And we're just following him on this grass track. There was a good amount of passing lines, but to me, it felt like there was one real main line that was just the fastest, and it was hard to try to get around that. I felt like. Maybe I'm wrong. My dad's not talking because he's mad at me, because I won't let him talk about something that he doesn't know what he's talking about.
It's okay. It's your video. You should talk.
Yeah, see how passive.
You know what's funny? I can't get him to shut up. Oh wait, what happens here?
Oh, I knew I could pass Davis in scoring there, but I didn't do it because it's just not the right thing to do. Because they actually have a rule against that. I think. I'm not sure. I think they have a rule against it. But
What do you mean you think they have a rule against it?
He's just still mad at me. He's very, very mad at me, and we're gonna move on. So. We're behind Davis right now, and I think Davis is really trying to get around the lappers. This is cool. This guy must have not even know what was going on. He just got passed by two 125s. Actually, Davis is on a 134, but it looks like a 135. And he's on a 250.
It's a 134, and it looks like a 135. Wow, that's really deceiving.
Sorry, he's just mad at me, guys. Don't mind him. But I was having such a fun time at this part of the race because it really, to me, like, obviously it mattered how I did, but it's just a one-off series, so I didn't have to worry about doing, like, getting first or getting second. I was just having a great time racing with Davis.
Yeah, that must be a new experience for you, going to race just for the fun of it, not for the points, not for the championship. That's really the most fun, right? When you get to go there and just do it because you want to have fun.
Yeah, definitely. And then you get to, like, enjoy the battles too. Like, if you want to, like, if you need to win, then you might just want to, like, get out front, and that'll be, like, the most, like, the easiest for you. But at this point, I'm just having so much fun, no matter who I'm battling with, really, almost. But Davis and I go back and forth for a little, not back and forth, but we ride together for a little over a lap, and we end up catching, I don't know if you can see in the blue right there, is Meatball, and I don't know if you guys remember, I think it's Meatball. Oh, no, that's not Meatball, sorry. But we do end up catching Meatball, and if you guys remember in the first race, he actually let me go. But in the second race, Davis and I catch him. We're riding with him for a little bit, and he drops us. He was going really good in this race, and I just thought it was like stunning. I don't know. I wasn't expecting that out of him. He really was going great in this race.
So let me clarify the name Meatball. And by the way, this is the road crossing. See those sharp edges there? This is not a name that we gave him or a name that he has a problem with. Like, everyone knows him by that name. He's comfortable with that name. Like, he's a very easygoing, fun kid. We're not making fun of him at all. So, and the first time I heard that, I was a little upset too.
There he is up there in the front. Right now, this was really cool because we were on like a three-way. We weren't really battling, but a three-way battle, you could call it, between Davis, Meatball, and I. And it was so fun, dude.
And all you guys, you know this, but maybe for some of you that aren't of the male persuasion, nicknames never stick unless they're completely degrading. Then they stick well.
I'm also pretty sure we didn't say this already. For the day, first B200 race, I ended up finishing 4th in my class. Pretty stacked class. It's pretty much any B rider that can race. But I'm not too happy, not too mad with the finish. It was just a first really fun race on the 125.
So if you're new to these videos or this channel, this is part 2 of the same race. Part 1 is on the Super Mini, and part 2 is on what you're watching right now on the 125. And by the way, they did a 2-day race here, which we couldn't stay for because we had to drive home to New Jersey. And man, the course really changed, got a lot rougher from race 1 to race 2. I can't imagine what it looked like on day 2.
So I'm not sure about how many of you guys go to any nationals, but the next race that I know I'm going to will be the Sumter National Enduro, and then the week after that, the Big Buck GNCC. So if you guys are going there, just write in the comments or something, or hit me up on Instagram, and maybe we can meet up, and just let me know if you guys are going there.
We also have shirts and hats that we sometimes bring with us to give away. Mostly just stuff that Ryder's outgrown. So if you come by our trailer or motorhome and you want one, just ask. Or if you want to be in the video, you can just ask, and we'll put you in at the end of the video. Just give you a chance to say hello.
So this winter has been a lot colder than last winter, and I really haven't been getting to ride that much. Maybe only once a week or so. So it's good that It's good to go to Battery Park over the winter break and get a lot of riding in, but it sucks that I haven't been able to get as much as I would have liked to. But I have been still able to train in the gym, so now I look somewhat less like a girl, and I'm just getting a little bit bigger, a little bit.
And by the way, no disrespect to girls. There's a lot of really fast girls out there. Matter of fact, I'm battling with girls on the track too. All right, so what happens here?
Davis comes into this corner, and there's a stake in the corner, and it grabs his bike and it hits him, and it just throws his bike off the trail. And then I come into this corner, and the guy in front of me kind of gets off the berm a little bit, and now I'm just going as fast as I can to the finish, trying to see if I can catch anybody else or catch back up to Meatball. But I think he's gone at this point. I think he went on to not only beat Davis and I, but I don't know if you guys remember TJ at the beginning of the race when he came in out of nowhere. He also passed TJ. But anyway, guys, have a good day, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye.
Bye.
What place do you get?